You kept talking about, the banks and loans to help boost economic growth and so on and so forth. If you are making your own presentation, what is going to be your focal point? What is really disturbing you as?
See, by profession, I'm an architect. By training, I'm an architect. Although I work in a bank for very many years, I like to see a better planned cities.
Okay.
Governments plan cities. But then if you look at the developing areas of Lagos, people just go there, you build what you have to build, and then you begin to have issues and all that. If the Institute of Town Planners, for instance, will insist that the entire country should be planned.
Wow.
The entire country should be planned. That's their own take in the national conference. Let's plan everything.
But is it going to be possible?
Why not? What's if not everything, at least let's start somewhere.
Okay.
If we project that in the next 10 years, Lagos, Ibadan, major cities are going to expand to certain places, and let's plan those cities immediately. Let's plan those areas immediately. And then you might come to say, okay, how do we... You see, government every day, they make a lot of budgets. Some of these things, government is not properly structured to execute these things. So make the money available. By some form of arrangement or calculation, let the private sector bid,
Okay.
even for these monies in the bank as part of loans, and then develop the cities. Develop these planned areas and all that, have housing and all that. It would be better for it.
But they started in Abuja, and there was a lot of confrontations and so many...
You must have confrontations. Well, that doesn't mean you won't do it. Yeah, there are people who criticize you, but at the end of the day, if they see a good result, who will complain? It doesn't have to speak for itself.
Again, for several years, we've had the Federal Mortgage Bank,
Yes.
and I know civil servants, deductions are made from their salaries and so on and so forth.
Yes.
I'm asking this question because you talked about, reformation of cities and then
Yeah.
making housing available and so on. So, but we have not made any headway.
You see, for several years we had NITEL. When 1 year, then EcoNet, MTN came, and it was a different story. So we can have Federal Mortgage Bank for many years. In 1 year, some of these companies will come and everything. It will be a different story.
Yeah.
Yes.
We hope so. Let me not deviate from the main issue that we're talking, the national conference. Let's look at the various challenges that we are going to face in the conference, especially with the fact that you yourself talked about the number of representatives. How are they going to manage it? Let's look at the challenges.
Well, I want to believe. I can't speak for the chairman. He's retired justice, retired Supreme Court judge. I mean, he knows this is more than most of us do. But I want to believe that after certain sessions, they might go into committees.
Okay.
They might go into committees. And then committees will bring in their reports. And then they have a general discussion like they do in the assemblies and all that. Some people are not talkers. Some people are just action, but some people just keep quiet and see that not everybody will be a major contributor to the debates and all that.
Okay.
But at some point there'll be a rowdiness and all that. But we need that. We need people to vent their angers so that we explain what we're doing. We need people to let people know that there are people who are checking them. There are people who are talking.
Okay. If
Yes.
you were to chair the national conference,
Yes.
how would you go about it?
Lord have
Because you
mercy.
talk about the fact that, okay, there might be some committees, and then the committees will now come up with their reports and so on, so then to be aggregated. But then it's your time.
Yes. Chair the committee, chairman of the committee, no problems. I will look at countries that were in the same
situation
with us.
Okay.
And that have really progressed more than we have. Countries like India, countries like Brazil, like
Malaysia,
Indonesia, all those countries. I will look at what they have done, and then I will look at the areas that have not received attention. I look at the organized private sector. We're looking at youth unemployment.
Okay.
It's costing a lot of. I'll ask those companies why they think the industries are not making progress.
Okay.
And larger still, Why didn't he make progress? I would look at, I would not bother with the politics of running the country. I leave that to the National Assembly. I look at the economy itself. I look at the economy more.
Do you think at the end of the conference, after everything, that there should be a kind of an opening for people to make more suggestions? Because they might not be able to take everything.
Your suggestions now. Make your suggestions now. Why are you waiting to the end of the conference?
What if some people are left out?
Still suggest now. Well, then when the end of the conference is over. So whatever you have to do, don't wait to be appointed. Make your contributions now. We have, luckily, in addition to NTA, we have channels, we have AIT, we have Silverbird. Have venues to talk. There are newspapers out there, so talk. Make your contributions now. Let them hear. They might not have all the answers.
Okay.
They might not even know what to do, but when they hear suggestions from people, I mean, yes, it sparks up a road there.
So it means once the conference ends, there won't be any chance for anybody to bring in any kind of suggestion.
No, you see, it's progressive. We'll always make progress. We'll always make progress. But then, as a framework, there must be a cut-off date. There must be a cut-off date.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You've been on our programs.